Yo, 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 what is up, my peeps? It's your main man Cop here. We are back with another awesome stream for you on my Let's Play channel. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing awesome. I know I am doing awesome. And I'm kind of nervous because I've never ever played Dragon Age Origins before. So, well, check that. I think when I first bought the game, a couple years ago, I spent like 5 minutes on it, so I got kind of an idea what's going on, but this is either going to be really good or really bad, but either way it should be entertaining. So let's get it started, shall we? Bring up the stream, hit play. Hey Frog. Hey Storm, glad you like it, buddy. Okay. I hope it's a great game, Frog. Everybody says it's an awesome game, so let's make a tune in Dragon Age Origins. And so is the golden city blackened. With each step you take in my hall, marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven, and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Threnodice, 813.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
Okay, so we know we've got humans and dwarves.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Nice. Character generation. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to be staring at this tune for a long, long time, so we'll use a female. What do we got here? We got... Oh, that's dwarf, elf, human. Oh, nice. So this is one of those games you have to play a lot. A lot of different times. Well, I always like being an elf. Let's be an elf. What do we got? We got fighter, mage, thief. Let's start out with fighter. And see where we go from there. And oh, well, might have to do a mage another time. I just want to start it with something that I can, you know, run up to things and melee them and be effective. So I think fighter, or warrior rather, warrior. And we got Dalish elf. And we've got City Elf, or Night Elf, Blood Elf. Dalish Elf are the best elf, you say? Sure. Ooh. Although that does intrigue me, actually, the idea of rising up from being a slave and rebelling against the man. We'll try being a night elf to begin with.
Greetings.
There's too much. There's too much. Too much. I can't choose. I'm just going to go with one of the presets. Well, I'm a fighter. Oh, it won't let me turn stuff down. I feel like I should have high strength and constitution. Dexterity, yeah, maybe that's good where it is. Points to spend. I've already got survival, combat training. Coercion, stealing, I don't want stealing. Trap making. Herbalism. That might be worth it. I don't need to make poisons. Not a rogue. Let's go whole hog with combat training. I don't really think I want dual weapons. That's how I always play. Ooh, pommel strike, maybe. Mighty blow. I don't think I'll go into the weapon trees or anything yet, but I will get this warrior stuff. Difficulty level. Yeah, we're not going harder nightmare. I think normal is plenty difficult enough.
You were born amidst the Dalish elves, noble wanderers who refused to join the society of humans that subjugated their homeland so long ago. The Dalish travel the land in tightly knit clans, struggling to maintain their half-forgotten lore in a human world that fears and despises them. You spend your time hunting with your clanmate Tamlin in the forests, and as is sometimes the case, your quarry is not always the local wildlife.
Dalish!
And you three are somewhere you shouldn't be.
Let us pass, Elf. You have no right to stop us.
No? We will see about that, won't we? You're just in time. I found these humans lurking in the bushes. Bandits, no doubt.
We aren't bandits, I swear. Please don't hurt us.
You Shemlin are pathetic. It's hard to believe you ever drove us from our homeland.
We've never done nothing to you, Dalish. We didn't even know this forest was yours.
This forest isn't ours, fool. You've stumbled too close to our camp. You Shems are like vermin. We can't trust you not to make mischief. What do you say, Lethaline? What should we do with him?
Let's find out what they're doing here. I
Does
want
it
more
matter?
story.
Hunting or banditry, we'll need to move camp if we let them live.
Look, we didn't come here to be trouble. We just found a cave.
Yes, a cave. With ruins like I've never seen. We thought there might be,
Treasure? So you're more akin to thieves than actual bandits.
Hey, you weren't here to tell me what to select, Contextual. Only Frog was. Had to go by his suggestions. Been there, you should have the treasure to prove it. I'd like to see these ruins. Oh. Really? A dwarven prince, you say? Aye, that could be fun. I'd like to see these ruins.
So would I. I've never heard of ruins in these parts.
but I have proof. Here, we found this just inside the entrance.
This stone has carvings. Is this Elvish? Written Elvish?
There's more in the ruins. We didn't get very far in, though.
Howdy, Punky. Why didn't you get very far in?
There was a demon. It was huge with black eyes. Thank the Maker we were able to outrun it.
A demon. Where is this cave?
Just off the west, I think. There's a cave in the rock face and a huge hole just inside.
Well, do you trust them? Shall we let them go?
We frightened them enough. They won't bother us.
Run along then, Shems. And don't come back until we Dalish have moved on.
Of course. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, let's explore.
And if we find anything, the Keeper will want to know.
Trying to keep up with the chat. I have no idea what either of you are saying. I have stuff that I'm not wearing. Put that on. Why wasn't I wearing all this gear? Combat situation. I don't see what I'm fighting. Ah.
Let's go!
Ah, there we go. Can I not loot them? No loot? No loot.
Very well. I shall do it.
I can't unlock it. I'll be back for you, chest. Hang on. I thought I saw stuff that I could pick. Yeah.
It shall be done.
This must be the cave. I don't recall seeing this before, do you?
Yes, and that worries me. We should be wary.
Always the careful one. Fine, but I'm not running back until I know there's something worth making a fuss over. Come on, let's at least see what's there. How dangerous could it be?
I shall do it.
It looks like the Shem was telling the truth. But these ruins look more human than elven.
Oops.
Everything's fine, you'll see. Let's go.
Every time I zoom in, I...
Right. This place makes me nervous. I'm not sure. This looks like a very old human place. Why would they build this? And why would elven artifacts be here? Maybe some of our ancestors lived here. In caves, like the dwarves. I'll stick to roaming the land myself.
Why did you want to come down here so badly?
Aren't you curious? We could be discovering our history. Minstrels will write songs about us.
You aren't fooling me, Tamlian.
If I were to bring some valuable ancestral artifact back to the Keeper, she might forgive me for... well, you know.
Thank you for covering for me, by the way.
Of course. You know I'd do anything for you. At any rate, I wasn't expecting this place to feel quite like this. Maybe this wasn't the best idea.
Wonder if I can talk to him some more.
This place makes me nervous.
So talk if that will calm
I
me down.
suppose so. Hey, weren't you supposed to be assisting Master Verathorn today? How did you end up coming with me? I thought that might be the case. I'm glad. Let's just find whatever's here and get out. We can talk later.
As you said. shall do it.
Best beware! Prepare to die!
Why does it show my health?
As you say. I shall do it.
Beginning to think I should have just been a rogue. Could have had both of those chests open.
Now you fall!
Quickly, we must fight! It shall be done.
You're no match for me.
Now we do battle! Fine thing you've done. I shall do it.
This does actually look really cool. I'm just worried about my lack of ability.
I can't believe this. You recognize this statue, don't you?
It's worn, but it looks vaguely familiar.
Back when our people lived in Arlathan, statues like these honored the creators. When the Shems enslaved us, much of that lore was lost. This looks like human architecture, with the statue of our people. Can these ruins date back to the time of Arlathan?
It's interesting. So much of our past is lost to us.
I'd never have guessed ancient elves might have lived here. With humans.
Let's go this way before we go through that door, which is obviously the right way to go. What's the wrong way? What's the cop way? A locked door, that's what's the cop way.
It shall be done.
Stepped on a trap. Stepped on a trap. Well, my buddy's dead.
I shall do it.
Those walking corpses? This place is haunted.
Uh-oh. Game save. That's never good. Their lives matter. Okay. I have 0 specialization. I was going to be like, which one of these should I pick? Well, I've been firing my bow a lot lately. Should probably get some dexterity. I like having a lot of health. Let's put the Constitution up 1. I have been firing bows a lot lately.
By the creators! What was that thing?
demonic ichor. Yeah, let's talk about what that thing was.
This place makes me nervous. I saw a picture of it in one of those old books the Keeper never lets anyone touch. It was one of the old gods. The Keeper called him a friend of the dead.
Friend of the dead? What does that mean?
He was a guide who took people across the Spirit Land to their final rest in the beyond. But he wasn't an evil god, not like Fen'Harol, the Great Wolf. It doesn't seem right that a place so wrong would be his.
How could walking corpses be?
Harren Pyval once said that in places where many people died, it can become Seth and Aaron, a land of waking dreams. The veil becomes weak and spirits slip into our world. Then they possess corpses and walk around.
Do you think many elves died here?
There's certainly enough bones.
Hey, JJ.
Maybe nobody was left to bury them. Let's press on. I want to know how our people were involved with this.
Said something about a
I'm
well?
no storyteller. All I remember of the Harren's tales is that a veil separates our world from the spirit world. He said that spirits are jealous of us and always try to steal our souls. They want to be like us so badly, they'll even possess our dead, which drives them insane. But for them to enter our world, the veil must be weak. Is that why this place feels so strange?
They show themselves,
I
we'll kill
doubt it
them.
would be that easy. More likely, we'd get possessed too.
Let's
Lead
keep
on,
going.
Lethalon.
No idea what any of this loot does. Mirror. Better go examine it.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the writing says.
Keeper might
Maybe,
be able
but
to
she's not here to help us. Odd that it isn't broken like everything else. Especially with that bear lumbering around in here. I wonder what this writing is for. Maybe this isn't... Hey, did you see that? I think something moved inside the mirror.
Inside the mirror? Let me see.
Look, don't you see it? There it is again. Can you feel that? I think it knows we're here. I just need to take a closer look. It's showing me places. I can see some kind of city. Underground. And there's a great blackness. It saw me. Help! I can't look away!
Well, that went well.
Can you hear me? I am very sorry.
You're awake. You've the god's own luck, Lethalon. You're back at camp. Everyone is worried sick about you. How do you feel?
worried. Where's Tamlin?
We don't know. The Shem who brought you here saw no sign of him.
Anything. I was in a cave, then nothing.
He was a Grey Warden and appeared out of nowhere with you slung over his shoulder. You were delirious with fever. He said that he found you outside a cave in the forest, unconscious and alone. He left you here and ran off again. The Keeper's been using the old magic to heal you.
Is anyone looking for Tamlin?
Of course. Most of the hunters are off looking for him right now. But the Keeper wanted to talk to you as soon as you awoke. Stay here. I'll get her.
I see you are awake, Dalan. It is fortunate Duncan found you when he did. I know not what dark power held you, but it nearly bled the life from you. It was difficult even for my magic to keep you alive.
Well, I didn't actually keep telling him we should come back, so... Then Tamlin could be sick as well.
If he encountered the same thing you did? Yes. The Grey Warden said he found you alone outside a cave,
Game
already
Street, how's it
stricken.
going, buddy?
Duncan thought there may have been darkspawn creatures inside the cave. Is that true?
There were walking corpses and other strange monsters.
Walking corpses? Dark magic, but not darkspawn. I know not what the other creatures might have been. What else did you find?
On this channel, you've always been a mod
What is
reaper.
the last thing you remember?
A mirror. Tamlin touched it.
And it caused all this? I have never heard of such a thing in all the lore we have collected. I was hoping for answers when you woke.
Very few people are mod on that other one. I have way more mods on this one.
Missing. He is more important than any lore in these ruins.
That's okay,
If
buddy.
he is as sick as you were, his condition is grave. Duncan returned to the cave to search for Darkspawn, but we cannot rely on him to look for Tamlin as well. We must go ourselves, and quickly. Do you feel well enough to show us the way, Dalan? Without you, we will not find it. I am relieved to hear it. I am ordering the clan to pack the camp so we can go north. Take Merrill with you to the cave. Find Tamlin if you can, but do it swiftly.
Oh, sorry to hear that, buddy.
Go quickly, for Tamlin's life hangs in the balance.
More equipment is always good, but... Pray for me, Keeper.
Is the Keeper sending you back to that cave to look for Tamlin?
Yes,
I want to go with you. Keeper Marathari probably won't approve, but I can help find Tamlin.
I'm only supposed to take Meryl.
Tamlin's my friend too. I want to help find him. If Meryl can risk it, so can I.
Suppose I won't stop you then.
Good. I'll follow you. Just to make sure Meryl doesn't go running to the Keeper when you tell her I'm coming.
Let's see if we can find Meryl. Talk to the little kids.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
Ah, that's sweet.
Why would the Keeper call for a move so early? We were not expecting to leave for weeks.
Can we trust this Grey Warden? How do we know he didn't hurt Tamlin?
I'm glad you recovered. Once we find Tamlin, we can concentrate on the journey northward.
Thank you for the bow, Master Island. It is light and sturdy, much better than the one I made last year.
You are more than welcome. My father made it and used it in battle against the Clane tribes.
I will carry it with honor.
Yeah, I would love a bow as well. I just skilled up in bow stuff.
One of my own crafting, perhaps? It may not have a history, but you'll provide one for it soon enough, yes? Of course. Take whatever you need.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I don't think I have the gold for anything in here yet, but because it all costs silver, and apparently I've just got copper. Yeah, good point.
Ah, back again? Of course. Take whatever you need.
Let's see, what do we got to sell? Well, I'm not a rogue, so I probably won't be using a dagger. Let's sell these dollish boots. Wow, I have some kind of plate armor. So now I've got some silver. Let's get some lesser healing pots, because I used a couple of those. I think I'm gonna go shield and one-handed weapon. I can't? I don't have enough for it? Curses! Foiled again. Well, since I can't use the bow he gave me... I can't buy that anyway, I don't have enough. Anyway, good enough. I know, I've got a bow equipped for some reason. Don't know why I have a bow equipped. I apparently don't have a sword I can equip. Maybe that's why.
Hello there. I don't think we've met.
Ah, it's good you're well. You weren't here when Paul arrived, were you?
I've heard of you. Everyone is talking about you and the other missing hunter. A Grey Warden brought you back here.
Yeah, his name is Tamlin.
I hope you find him soon.
Paul's a flat ear. He arrived here a few days ago from the human lands.
I heard rumors in a nearby human village that a Dalish camp was close, and I hope to find your hunters in the forest.
You were fortunate I didn't shoot you, Paul. I thought you were a Shem, and a bandit at that. You're not the first city elf to rejoin his people. I'm sure you'll find life among us more satisfying than with the Shems, if no less harsh.
In the alienage, we hear terrible stories about the Dalish. They aren't true, right?
Prove yourself useful and the clan will be your home.
I'll do my best. I hope we find your missing friend very soon.
Come on. Find me more people to talk to. Come on, game. Oh, who are you?
Search parties have been looking for Tamlin since the Grey Warden brought you back. No luck so far.
That Shemlin was a Grey Warden. They are supposed to be great warriors.
I'm glad you survived. Losing 2 of our young would be a great blow to the clan.
Yeah, I tend to like elves myself.
Anathara, it's good to see you recovered.
How are you faring, Marin?
They fare well. The Keeper called for the clan to move on, and they will be ready to take us. One is heavy with calf, but it shouldn't be a problem. May I ask of Tamlin's fate? Some say the clan will leave before we find him.
I won't allow that to happen.
The Hala mourn our fallen. No sound is more heart-wrenching than their mourning cry. At least they won't be crying over you. They are quite fond of you. I admire them for their strength and pride. They are equals, not servants like the Shemlin horses. At any rate, I do not envy the Keeper's decision. I'll pray for Tamlin's safe return.
See if we can find some more people to talk to.
Losing Tamlin would be a bad sign. He's one of our most promising hunters.
Why do we have to leave again? We're always going somewhere. Why can't I go to the Shem City?
Yeah, they wouldn't like you in the Shem City, kid.
By the creators, it is so good to see you whole and well. I was so worried. All that time you were ill, the Keeper didn't know if you were going to live or die. I've been outside the Keeper's tent the whole time. I have never been so relieved as when I heard you would pull through. What happened? Everyone says Tamlin may be dead.
It's missing. That's all we know now.
Awful. I know how much you and the lad care for each other. It was always my hope that you two... well, let's not dwell on it. You must be more careful. Your mother and father, may they rest in peace, would be horrified to see you take such risks.
Never spoken to my parents much.
What happened to them is a sad tale, and it's in the past. Reopening old wounds benefits no one. You've much to do tonight with Tamlin still missing. I will tell you another time.
Thank the creators. We were sure we'd lose you last night.
So let's see if we can find this lore teller.
Have you fully recovered? I heard the Keeper was confounded, that she had never seen anything like it.
It's good to see you healthy. We feared you would perish.
I'm glad you survived. Losing 2 of our young would be a great blow to the clan.
Have you fully recovered? I heard the Keeper was confounded, that she had never seen anything like it.
That Shemlin was a Grey Warden. They are supposed to be great warriors.
I'm glad you survived. Losing 2 of our young would be a great blow to the clan.
Ooh, I can. Oh, I can do this. I can move with the keyboard.
Why do we have to leave again? We're always going.
So you have returned to us, Dalen. We are grateful you're whole and well.
So you should be. What were you two thinking, wandering into that cave without first coming to tell the Keeper? Once you saw what was inside, you should have returned. But you kept exploring, didn't you?
I suppose your youth can be forgiven. Sadly, Tamlin pays the price.
Losing you would be a terrible crime, Dalen. You belong to more than just yourself.
Or do you not remember?
What do you mean?
Let us tell these children of the fall of the Dales. You can honor me by sharing in the telling. Come then. Help me as I go along.
Children, hear of the fall of the Dales. Hear the tale of what makes you Dalish.
Would you care to begin, Dalen?
Well, children, it starts with a mummy and daddy elf. Long ago, we were slaves to the humans.
Yes, slaves to a terrible empire the humans built on the darkest magic. When it fell, we became free. We built a homeland in the Dales, worshipping the creators, and rebuilding the culture and history we lost in our long years of slavery.
One thing I've got to say, I got mine off of GOG.com, and one of the things I really like there is they strive to make sure any game they sell is playable on modern computers. So you'll always get, no matter what game you play, and they've got some really old games, it will be playable on a modern computer.
They were resentful because we would not worship their gods, and because we put our people first. Over the years, their nations grew cold toward the Dales. In their eyes, we were blasphemers and cruel tyrants. And so the Dales fell. They took our lands and dispersed our people, forcing us to live in their cities and abandon our gods. But many of us refused to relinquish our ways. We instead chose to scatter to the winds, wandering the lands. To survive and preserve our culture, the clans stay apart until the day the Elvenan have a homeland once more. We are the Dalish, keepers of the lost lore, walkers of the lonely path. Thank you for your forbearance, Dalen. You remember both the tale and the Oath of the Dales perfectly. I will let you get back to your tasks. I pray you find Tamlin quickly.
Did the elves ever live in caves?
I've never heard of such a thing. But in the days of ancient Arlathan, we lived free and spread far across the continent. We were as varied as the Shemlin, though fewer in number. Perhaps some of us lived in caves then, but all knowledge from that era is lost. Only that they eat living flesh and lurk in underground tunnels, once ruled by the Dergenlen, the dwarves. In the last blight long ago, the Grey Wardens all but wiped them out. Should they return, all races will shudder.
Yeah, let's just get as much lore as we can out of it.
The one who brought you back? Very little. He seemed decent enough as humans go. As for Grey Wardens, they're heroes without a doubt. Members of our own clan joined their ranks in ages past. Now that's something I rarely hear. Of course.
Oh man, so much
more. Yes. The Lost City. Before the Shemlen enslaved us, even before they came to this part of the world, our people lived in glorious Arlathan. Legends say that our ancestors were immortal, and we possessed magic the Shemlen could only dream of.
Do no books record our history?
When the humans enslaved us, they took away our language, our history, and our immortality. We quickened to the pace of life and retained nothing of ourselves. We were slaves for so long that even when we became free, there was little for us to recover. If books still exist, I do not know of them.
Why did the Shems allow us to exist if they hate us so much?
Perhaps they have no choice. Dalish clans are scattered to the winds and rarely gather, which makes us difficult for any organized effort to destroy. And why bother? We have nothing they want. No land, no treasure. And we always move on, allowing no one to grow too angry with us. Some might see this as cowardly, but we are proud. We are the last, and we will survive. They remain in human cities, forgetting all they once had. We call them Flat Ears, but they differ little from their Shemlen masters. A few may return, but we must accept that they know nothing of the lore, or why we keep it.
Do you think we'll ever find another homeland?
We can hope to find a new home one day, where the Dalish and the Flat Ears will build a land greater even than Arlathan. We shall teach the Flat Ears the lore they lost, and perhaps they will teach us to understand the Shemlen at last. That is the only way we shall truly live in peace. Then I'm sure you have much to do, unless you've other questions.
I should
go. Of course. May the gods guide your path.
Some of that story.
Very well.
Take that 7 copper. Oh yeah, this is much nicer to control with a keyboard.
It shall be done.
Can we trust this Grey Warden? How do we know he didn't hurt them? Have you fully recovered?
Ah, back again?
I should go.
May the creators guide your path.
Okay, that's those 3. So where do I find this one that I want to talk to? Oh, there's no jump in this game. Space is pause. There we go. Meryl.
The Keeper told me I'm to accompany you back to those caves. As her apprentice, I may see something you missed. But our main objective is to find Tamlin, of course. We must make haste. He may not have much time.
How much did
Enough to pique my interest and my concern. You can explain the rest on the way.
You worried about getting
sick?
sick?
A little, but the Keeper cured you. How dangerous could it be? Even if I get sick, finding Tamlin or something valuable will be worth it.
I don't really need supplies. I'm not even gonna ask her about Fenrirel coming with us.
What about Fenrirel? You didn't think I'd notice him?
I'm coming to help. Tamlin's my friend too.
We were supposed to go alone. Have you asked the Keeper about this?
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not making the Keeper angry with us for putting him in danger. Go ask her first.
Fine, we'll do that. Go ask the Keeper.
I see you have not left with Meryl yet. Is there something you need? Fenrirel? Are you certain? I'm already putting Meryl at risk. I don't want to lose you too.
I want to help, Keeper. If we can find Tamlin, it's worth the risk.
Very well, then. You have my permission. And thank you for asking for it.
Well, we wouldn't have, but Meryl made us. What's this? Oh yeah, that's a chest I can't open. Chest I can open, maybe? You win this one, chests I can't open. You win this one.
You're back. Are you ready to go now? That depends on the Keeper. I thought we're supposed to go alone.
Keeper's fine with it.
That's good enough for me. Now, are we ready?
Let's set out.
Then let us make haste while daylight lasts.
Where are these mobs? I don't see mobs.
Were those Darkspawn?
That would make sense.
I've never seen anything like them. You can smell the evil on them. Where did they come from? Were they here before? Let's move on and hope we don't meet any more of these monsters. Before we go, are you all right? Were you hurt during the fight?
Nothing I won't recover from.
You do look quite pale now that Meryl's mentioned it.
What are you implying?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Let's go.
Very well.
I wonder whose camp this is. Do you remember it being here? The Grey Warden said he was returning to the cave. Perhaps this is his camp. If so, he's not here now. And we've seen no sign of Tamlin. Maybe we should... Wait. Do you hear that? Exactly. The forest is too... still. Something's in the air. Something unnatural. And now it's affecting the forest? Maybe that mirror unleashed some kind of sickness. That would not be good.
That's an understatement.
The sooner we find this cave and Tamlin, the sooner we can leave. Take us there quickly.
Let's not waste any time. If Tamlin's alive, he needs us.
It shall be done.
So these are the ruins. Interesting. They're definitely of human origin, yet elven artifacts are scattered amongst them. Nothing explains the monsters, though. But we must find Tamlin, or what's left of him. I can't imagine he's still alive with those creatures about.
Nice.
You're right. We should explore farther before I go on about my fears. I'm sorry.
You know, I didn't go left last time. And with good reason, because there's nothing here. What? Other characters? Oh yeah. Good point. Nope, all three insufficient skill. But, good point. I'm sure at some point I'll have a rogue in my group. Now this is the left side we didn't go to last time.
It is begun.
Saving me there.
Definitely something below us. More fights?
Very well.
Wow. I really should have explored all of this last time. Don't shoot me with fire. Is it just me, or is this place way bigger now?
So you were the one fighting Darkspawn. I thought I heard combat. You're the elf I found wandering the forest, aren't you? I'm surprised you have recovered. I would have, had I not been battling them myself. Not all the kills here were yours, as you can see. My name is Duncan, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you. The last time we spoke, you were barely conscious.
Andera Natishan, Duncan of the Grey Wardens. I am Meryl, the Keeper's apprentice.
And I am Fenarel. Did you come here alone, human? Battling all those creatures?
Yes, though I must admit you took a great deal of pressure off me. Your Keeper did not send you after me, did she? I told her I would be in no danger. So, you and your friend Tamlin both entered this cave, and you saw this mirror. I see. That's unfortunate. The Grey Wardens have seen artifacts like this mirror before. It is Tevinter in origin, used for communication. Over time, some of them simply break. They become filled with the same taint as the Darkspawn. Tamlin's touch must have released it. It's what made you sick. And Tamlin too, I presume.
That's true, I had the Darkspawn plague.
You have it still, and it will infect others so long as this mirror exists. Your recovery is only temporary. I can sense the sickness in you, and it is spreading. Look inside yourself, and you will see.
Perhaps there is something to it.
Confirm it with your Keeper later if you like. For now, we must deal with the mirror. It is a danger. It is done. Now let's leave this cursed place. I must speak with the Keeper immediately regarding your cure.
What about Tamlin?
There is nothing we can do.
I'm still alive, he could be too.
Let me be very clear. There is nothing you can do for him. He's been tainted for 3 days now, unaided. Through your Keeper's healing arts and your own willpower, you did not die, but Tamlin has no chance. Trust me when I say that he is gone. Now we should return.
The
Darkspawn would have taken it.
Why would they take his body? Not to eat it, I hope.
Darkspawn are evil creatures, and it's best to leave it at that. I'm sorry.
Can we leave the cave just like this? Is it safe?
With the mirror destroyed, I doubt the Darkspawn will return.
Can we return later and search through the ruins? We could learn from many things here besides the mirror.
The cave is not safe. Everything here was exposed to the mirror's taint. If your people must come here, they should cleanse it with fire. If you prefer, I can wait outside while you look around, but I assure you, he will not be here. I suggest, however, leaving sooner rather than later. You are sick, whether you feel it or not, and it does you no good to linger.
I suppose you're right.
Thank you. Shall we head back then? I sense no other darkspawn nearby, so it's safe. Lead on.
I'm relieved you have returned, and I did not expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return so soon either, Keeper.
Dare I ask of Tamlin? What did you find of him? I see. Meryl, what about the mirror? Did you bring anything back?
I can answer that, Keeper. I destroyed the mirror.
I intended to use it to find a cure for this mysterious illness. I trust you had good reasons for your actions.
There is much to discuss, Keeper. I have learned a great deal since I was last here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel, then, Duncan. Meryl, warn the hunters. If Darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Manuvinen, Keeper. Right away.
Darlene, allow me some time to speak with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure.
Why can't we discuss it now?
Because I must talk to your Keeper first. It will not take long.
Tell Harin Paival what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service for the dead. Follow me, Duncan. I'm eager to hear what you have to say.
Ooh, a level up. Well, let's get some strength and a little bit of constitution. Some improved survival. I can't do that? Oh, okay. Just keep going down the combat training. Yeah, let's learn some two-handed techniques. Should be able to equip some stuff. Excellent.
So you return with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlin. What happened, Dalen? Is he truly lost to us? Even if he's not, we must leave soon. To think I'd live to see this. It seems the will of the creators that I sing the dirge for those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep. Swiftly do stars burn a path across the sky, hastening to place one last kiss upon your eye. Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber, softening the rolling thunder. Dagger now sheathed, bow no longer tense. During this, your last hour, only silence.
Don't recognize that.
Our ancestors did not age as we do. The Shemlin brought a quickening to our blood that changed us forever. Instead of death, those weary of life would pass into Uthanera, the waking slumber. In doing this, they made way for the young. It was supposed to be a beautiful time, a celebration of the Elder's long life and contribution to his people. Alas, we have no such ceremonies these days. Of course. We've no body to return to the soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlin. The creators must come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper, it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on.
What if Tamlin isn't dead?
We shall sing for him anyway, and pray he does not suffer. I ask only one thing, if I may. This Grey Warden. You have met him now, yes? Is he a good man?
Seems honorable for Shemlin.
Interesting. What is it he talks to the Keeper about, I wonder? Perhaps you should go and ask.
Well, you know what,
only that they eat living flesh and lurk in underground tunnels, once ruled by the Dergenlen, the dwarves. In the last blight long ago, the Grey Wardens all but wiped them out. Should they return, all races will shudder.
I should go.
Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalen.
This is a sad day. We mourn those passing into the beyond.
Why do we have to leave again? We're always going somewhere. Why can't I go to the Shem City?
I wish we could have found Tamlin. If those creatures... Oh, I can't bear to think about that. Why do you think the Grey Warden won't tell you about this cure? It seems rather cruel to withhold it.
Must be something terrible.
Keeper Marathari won't let him withhold it. I say we get your cure, move the clan north, and put this all behind us.
I know Tamlin was your friend. We feel your loss.
Again, the Grey Warden returns. This seems an ill omen.
I know Tamlin was your friend. We feel your loss.
Your Keeper and I have spoken, and we've come to an arrangement that concerns you. My order is in need of help. You are in need of a cure. When I leave, I hope you will join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden.
What does this have to do with my cure?
Everything, I'm afraid. The Darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that, but it means joining us.
Will I be able to return to my clan?
We do not know. But we could not watch you suffer. The Grey Warden offers you a way to survive.
This is not simply charity on my part. I would not offer this if I did not think you had the makings of a Grey Warden. Let me be clear. You will likely never return here. We go to fight the Darkspawn, a battle that will take us far from your clan. But we need you, and others like you.
clan sending me away?
A great army of darkspawn gathers in the south. A new blight threatens the land. We cannot outrun this storm. Long ago, the Dalish agreed to aid the Grey Wardens against a blight should that day arrive. We must honor that agreement. It breaks my heart to send you away, as it would to watch you die slowly from this sickness. This is your duty, and your salvation.
It's my duty, then I will go.
I welcome you to the Order. It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
I know you'll do your clan proud, Darlene. Take this ring. It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to come.
A valuable gift. So, are you ready to go?
I'd like to stay for Tamlin's funeral.
We have much ground to cover, but I cannot deny you that. Say your farewells. Then we must be off.
Come then, Darlene. Before the Creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
Yeah, I may look into some add-ons that'll hide that.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
See, I don't get it. There's no bucket in this
expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. You are Dalish, are you not? I hear your people possess remarkable skill and honor.
Don't think it would do to tick off a king, so I'll just be polite.
Well, I admire you for being so civil to a race that's treated yours so terribly. I tell you this, you are very welcome here. The Grey Wardens will benefit greatly with you amongst them. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales.
A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god? But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Yeah, that's for pretty much every mythology. That's just a normal dwarf.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
King, he didn't seem to take them very seriously.
True. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
What would you have him do?
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The joining is what will cure you of the suffering your tainted blood surely brings you. If it had been possible, I would have done it before now. No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Why is this ritual so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary. It is a secret, and it is not a simple antidote. The joining is what will make you a Grey Warden.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Well, guys, that seems like a really good place to leave it for today. We don't want to get too far into the game. We'll be back again tomorrow morning about the same time, maybe a little bit earlier with this. And this afternoon, we're going to be doing some World of Warcraft over on the Warcraft streaming channel. So, thanks for stopping by and watching. I had a lot of fun. I think this is going to be a humongous game, and looks like we're going to have some fun with it. So, not a problem, buddy. We'll see you guys tomorrow or later this afternoon. Take care, everybody. Peace. Cop out.